Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome YouTube, hope you're doing fantastic. And now we're finally doing our beautiful, beloved Dr. Mundo champion guide. I was looking forward to this because Dr. Mundo is one of my favorite champions. It's time to make a call. It's time for the corporate Dr. Mundo. Enjoy the video. This is mainly to show you guys how to climb out of low MMR, basic tools. I will explain what to do with Mundo, what to respect on Mundo, what his specific strengths, his weaknesses, which fundamentals I would recommend to do. And then I also have two beautiful games for you guys from start to finish, explaining all my thought process in an educational way. Enjoy my recommendation to sum it all up. Watch, copy, paste, conquer your ladder of success. And while you do so, you have an insane fun. Take care. I wish you the absolute best and enjoy the video.
My blade is yours.
Starting off with the runes, I'm gonna ask you a question beforehand. What do you notice if we look at our beautiful Dr. Mundo Pro builds and in the jungle? We notice that everyone takes this the same as I do. I would recommend. This is German now, but I can show you here. Fleet Footwork, Triumph, Alacrity, Cut Down because of your Q damage. You see, if you hit an enemy, it is pretty decent. Plus with your Q dealing more damage the higher HP they are, you want to focus them anyway, so Cut Down is even more valuable. Magical Footwork, just because of the gold efficiency, and Approach Velocity, because you always walk towards enemies that are generally speaking slowed, and you just insta get the extra movement speed from it. So that's also very decent to have, okay? Now that is important for the runes. Let me talk about the build. Now that is something that is really important on Mundo. My advice for you is you look at LoL Analytics. I would not recommend Titanic Hydra second. I would always go Heartsteel first. And the second item, I would personally want to go Spirit Visage if you need Randuins. If you don't need anything, which never really is the case, you can go Titanic Hydra, but most of the times I think Spirit Visage then is a second is best. And later on, you first of all want to cover off never dying, because if you don't die in the late game, your champion is absolutely disgustingly and insanely broken. I will show you in a second. And if you do have that covered, that you don't die, then you can always consider first Titanic Hydra, beautiful third, fourth, fifth item, and Overlord's Bloodmail. And these are the damage items for Mundo. You one-shot everything with that, but as I said, you need to survive first, which is really, really important. Surviving means the enemy team comp, if they focus you, they still can't kill you. Then you reach a certain point where you just become such an insane threat because they kind of can't ignore you because you're straight up walking up with them and attacking them. And they also can't really focus you because they can't kill you, right? And that is when Mundo becomes extraordinary broken. And now I've wrote down here for you a list real quick of Dr. Mundo's strengths and weaknesses. I do this also to give you extra additional knowledge, which you can use for your games too. But first, let me get to tips and tricks. Now, frame this and hang this on your wall, because this is pretty important. You pick him only when the enemies don't have percentage damage, okay? That means if the enemies have champions like Vayne, Kog'Maw, you don't want to pick Mundo into this, okay? Then you already say, okay, I have my main champion, I have my secondary champion, I'm gonna pick that in this game, because you really do not want to pick Mundo in most games where the enemies can kill you, let's say Fiora or something, right? Because it will just lead to the Fiora always focusing you, and then you have some big issues. But if the enemies don't have a Fiora but a Cho'Gath, right? How can Cho'Gath ever kill Mundo, right? He can't. Fiora will destroy the living shit out of you. So with that advice, just look at enemies who deals personal damage, who is really annoying on killing me with DPS quickly. And if you note this, which you are smart enough to look up, like I believe in you 100%. I can also make a list if you want to here, there. Then Mundo is a fantastic pick. So again, I would recommend him in around 60 to 80% of your games, and you will be perfectly covered. Now, let me get to, first of all, his strengths. And your job as a jungler general, this is a fundamental, using your strengths to the max and removing your weaknesses, okay? I just wrote down the most important for me. I want to give you guys. There are, of course, way more weaknesses and way more strengths, which I also can add additionally in future videos. If you are interested if you want me to go into this more in depth, I can gladly do this for you, okay? So first of all, his strength. So Dr. Mundo is an insane scaling champion. Keep in mind, if the enemies can't kill him late game with the correct team comp, then second item is a huge spike, third item is an insane spike and absolutely unplayable for the enemies. They can have straight up because you won't die, you will deal so much damage with Q auto attack E, like it's insane how much damage you do one-shot enemy ADCs. And again, if they can't kill you, if it's like a Jhin that doesn't, like, you just don't die, okay? It's summed up perfectly. So Mundo's really strong if you have a slight numbers advantage or even numbers. Means if you have a, let's say, early game situation, you have Heartsteel first item, early mid game, let's just say stages, and you have 3 of your team against 3 of the enemy team, that is usually really good for Mundo. But where Mundo struggles is against an enemy, a team fight where, let's say, you have 3 whilst the enemies have 4. It gets really tricky because Mundo does not have CC after all. He does have a decent slow, but in the end, in that fight, he also struggles to disengage properly if they have a good chase. Mundo gets really weak in that, okay? So look that you have even numbers or slight numbers advantage, and the most important, his clear is insane. So stay consistently on average around 10 CS per minute, so you get your items quicker, and then your strengths go in line and you're perfect 1v9. Perfect. Okay, and now let's get to his weakness real quick. So his early game is not... I mean, he has weak and disadvantage early on. Yeah, this is exactly what I said here. Like, usually the strengths immediately counter the weaknesses, like, as it makes all sense, right? His ganking is not the best. I would recommend to gank lanes like Blitzcrank. You will see in a second in one of my games. You don't really want to gank a lane like Soraka because then you don't have setup, and the gank itself is just too slow. And keep in mind, it's not bad. It's just below average. Like, Xing Zhao can gank way better, right? Rek'Sai can gank way better. So with that, if you still gank, you would be better off with other champions. Now think about it, other champions can then outcompete you. But whilst you focus on, let's say, you're insane clear, how can a Xing Zhao compete with Dr. Mundo clear, you see? So playing for your strengths in that sense as well. Now, he's terrible in invading. A champion like Bel'Veth can disengage anytime. A champion like a champion that has a dash, let's say Graves, right? Nidalee. They can always disengage when the invade does not work out properly. A Dr. Mundo has to walk out. So that's not that easy. So try to avoid invades and more go for invades when it's like extremely obvious that the enemy jungler is not going to beat or you can't get collapsed on, and then your clears again good on the enemy jungler as well, but you try to have all your camps on respawn, which is more efficient. Now he has no CC. That is indeed a weakness. Leads to you do not want to have disadvantage in numbers in fights. Your slow is pretty decent though, and you can play for that. Now these are all the tips and tricks I would recommend. One more thing about the combos. You always try to start off with your Q. If you gank, you don't throw your Q immediately, because then it would lead to this. It cannot hit, you see. If there's a chance it does miss in multiple different ways. You see this even misses, it was pretty close, right? So my advice for you is you just walk up on them. And usually they will be in melee range and they will start to do walk like a zigzag, right? And then when they walk zigzag, you can get a distance quicker because your traveling time is lower than the enemies to get to a certain distance. And then it's easier to throw the Q. Plus you can read enemies' movements better with that, okay? And then when you're lower in melee range, now the Q is very hard to dodge. Like even if this guy wants to sidestep, how can he sidestep that properly, right? Okay, that's the first thing. Then your W is a surviving tool as well, because you can heal yourself when they deal damage on you. Let's say a Syndra combos you with ult and stuff, you can W, and whilst the ult is still going, you can W again. Same with like Akshan or something, right? The next thing is your combo is always the same. If you want to kill the enemies, it's not E onto them, it's not Q into E, it's all terrible. The only way to play is Q, and then you auto attack, cancel the auto attack animation with E. The same thing with your camps. Like you will notice in the game, watch very carefully and copy paste as much as you can do. Q, and then auto attack E, and then you kite, because now your Q and your E, I will show you again here. Q, auto attack E. I didn't do it properly now. Q, auto attack E, and now you kite it because both of them are on cooldown. Auto attack, and then you can keep kiting it like this, you know? That is an example, and that's how you do it with every single jungle camp. Try to copy paste first the clear in both the games I play here for you guys, and afterwards look at the macro I'm doing, okay? Enjoy the video now, enjoy the game, much love, and take it. Alright guys, the game started and we are playing an Emerald or ELO, and we have corporate Mundo. So life is absolutely beautiful. It cannot get better than this. We are at peak at life. it's my first time playing the skin. Okay, let's go. Let's drive into. Wait, actually, this is insane advertising for Riot Games. I gotta be careful. Don't buy the skin, guys. Don't support Riot Games. But maybe just a little bit, right? Just one purchase. Wait, what is wrong with me? Bro, I could do so many things and I decide to dance with Dr. Mundo on my blue buff. But there is nothing better to do than that, honestly. Okay. Wait, this is the best emoji as well. Okay. Okay, as Alois beautifully said, calling your mom. Okay, so let's break it down into simple concepts, as I always do. We're playing against Garen jungle with Ghost, so that's very spicy. Always start Q, of course, and you always start Q auto, because your Q deals more damage the higher HP they have. So, Q auto. Now you start kiting it, very chill maxing. Look what I do, by the way. On the next Q, I'm gonna already hit the crack. You can just copy paste what I do here, okay? I hit the big crack, by the way. That's on the burn. Q, auto attack, and then you cancel your auto attack animation with your E. Okay? Now look what I do. Last E. Nice. So far, everything is fine. Q for the pull. Only attack the big one. And then E the small ones here towards the big one. Oh, I should have Q'd the big one, not the small one, but it's okay. And now one more E. Okay, one more E into Q. Into auto attack. Okay, so far it's perfect. We do not want to gank. As Mundo, I'm gonna say it as simple as it is. We don't want to gank. Like your farm, your full clear is one of the fastest in the entire game. It's way faster than Garen's. You also outscale Garen hardcore, by the way, for those who don't know. You outscale almost every single comp at the right comp. For your information, okay? This is a very easy comp which I outscale because they, again, don't have percentage damage, right? So we just want to full clear. Our ganking is terrible in comparison to what our other strengths lie at, right? Very simple fundamental. What is my specific strength? I know my scaling is insane, I know my clear is insane. My ganking is not very optimal, it's fine, right? So what do we play for? Yeah, you already have your answer. Maybe I find a top lane gank, Scuttle spawns at 13 because I'm so fast at my clear, right? Again, this is Emerald or ELO, top 1 to 5% of the best players. We have our passive, so we can just straight up walk at him. W for extra damage. Q auto, get first blood. Tax one. It's business, bro. I didn't even tax it. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. I think we're just gonna reset on the spot here. Dice from the burn. Perfect. And now we reset because our Crux is on respawn. Very simple, okay? So we're gonna get... I'm just gonna buy this. Completely fine. I think best would be 900, 400, 400. I had perfect reset for... I have... 900, 300, 1.2. I had just 3 rubies would be the best, without a doubt. But I mean, it's okay, right? 3 rubies would be better. It is in total 150, 300, 450. I mean, it's 100 more HP. It's 100% better, but it's okay. So itemization is really important. We want to go hard steal every game. Oh, I missed my E here a little bit. I'm gonna take these two. Maybe I find a bot lane play here even. Because if I don't, I'm just gonna go to my chickens and it's completely fine. You see, my pathing will still be the same. If we do find a gank, that's fantastic, right? Because it looked very promising also with Blitzcrank. You see the setup? That's why I want to go for a gank. Nice. Blitzcrank dies. I got the kill. Completely fine. I could have... I think flashing for this is always bad because you can also flash. think Blitzcrank will always die, honestly, on that play. It was maybe a little bit too aggressive from him, or I could have entered earlier. Like, imagine I found the bot lane gank earlier, and I would have not cancelled my chickens, my Crux, that they walk back, right? Then Blitzcrank would probably survive, so that's already something I can improve on. You see, Garen's has 32, while I am on 36, even though I went already for 2 ganks. And that's exactly what I mean, is Mundo's just way too quick at what he does, right? He's doing business, and he's doing business in a very efficient manner, let's just say, right? Okay. My Q damage on full target is so insane. So the goal is, you see, Heartsteel does take another 900 gold. It's gonna be very hard to have it. But that would be the goal. Because if I have my Heartsteel on 1 reset, I stack it fast up so quickly, right? I think I'm also gonna walk topside here. We don't need to kill them, but right now we're getting time from the Garen as well, and we are pressuring, you see? Like, I don't need to kill them. Let's get some damage off. He's level 5. I still have my passive, so I'm not that scared. Through the 2 minions. I mean, as you can see, they're getting pretty low. I do think there are chances. Oh, Sniperino! You see, like, even if the enemies do end up... Oh, yo. Just hold it. Yeah. They're getting sniped after each other. Wait a second. But it's so hard. Like, the thing is, the chance that I was is precisely 0. The moment Syndra comes, I just press Alt W, right? She can't kill me. And at the same time, for the top lane play, like, we're getting so much time from Cho'Gath and Garen, so even if we don't get a successful outcome, we will always be in a very fine position, because they will always lose a lot of time, right? Okay, this guy wants to eat away one of my grubbies. I'm just gonna respect it, not let the grubby drop low on HP. He still wants to eat the Nasus. It looks like bronze, guys, but it is Emerald or ELO. Your job as a jungler is to make it look bronze, okay? If you do that, then you did a successful job. Most of the times the ELO is not like you think, wait, these players are so... No, actually you would get hardcore extremely shit-stomped by these players. But your job is to make it look like, wait a second, that's actually easy. Wait, the reset is cool. Yo. Driving with the car here to your mom. Now calling you mom. Okay, I gotta stop. Alois got me addicted to this. Look at how my walk is. It's so giga chat. Like, I love it. Okay, now we are ahead in CS. Enemy's got the dragon. We don't mind about this at all. So what you can do is you can use your snowball position and snowball even further with that. Like, for example, bot lane ganks will be very easy at this point. But I don't even want to do this. Like, look at the minimap. There's like all... Wait, I'm gonna show you, okay? Look here, there's all these cams are up. So it's perfect to just clear towards top side. Because you know... Oh, you know how fast Mundo is clears, right? Oh, I'm just gonna respect. I can also ult that if I need it. Just gonna ult so Garen can't kill me, right? Just gonna walk up, slow. I'm not scared. He just respect that he cannot ult me, right? I'm just gonna not let him ult. Gets the hook, slow the Syndra here, get the Heartsteel proc. Bing! Okay. And now you see, I don't want this. Look, I don't want this here. I wanna again and go bot side. And now it's all about time, right? And this is how you improve massively as a player, is you are efficient. The Garen is 38 CS, I'm 63. If I go, like, every single game I play in low, it looks like this. Every single game I will be ahead in CS. Every single game. Think about it. Why is it consistent? Because again, I know how to full clear. I learn how to full clear, especially in the practice tool. I know my champion specific strengths and I play for that. Garen, for example, specific strength is finding catches with his ult, right? He tried to find a catch on me. He can't do that if I'm so tanky already, right? But he could have found a gank maybe on Lux, so that is what Garen should have done. So he also made a big mistake here in that sense, okay? Okay. See Nami mid lane, I'm... Like, there's nothing she can do. I have flash and I have my passive, so I'm fully chilling. I think I'm just gonna path topside. I do want to reset. In this game, I think I am going... a lot of items are optional. So I'm gonna walk up on this, but I don't think I'm gonna commit to the play. I'm gonna get one Heartsteel stacks, another Heartsteel stack. Oh, I tried to kill the Garen. I wanted to auto-attack the Cho'Gath, honestly. I could have actually killed the Garen if I smited him, right? Now I'm just gonna push. I've ult in 8 seconds. Now I need to respect Garen his strength. I think I'm gonna ult right away so I can dive and Garen cannot kill me, right? Yeah. Just gonna stay half HP so Garen can't kill. This game gets extremely easy. If this game stays that easy, I think I'm gonna play another one for you guys. Okay. So what are we gonna buy this game? I think on Mundo itemization is really important because you can buy so many. There's no wave, so staying here is completely pointless, right? We're just wasting time. Going for the dive is also too risky because we don't have vision on Nami and Draven. So this is a position where you could end up fucking it up. Staying for Spirit Visage, for example, is optional. We see they have AP, like the tanky, then they have 80 damage and they have 80 damage. I think I'm gonna go Swifties, of course. And then I'm gonna go something with armor. Do I need something with armor? I think I'm gonna go Spirit Visage because I'm so fat already that I don't really need armor specifically against them right now. But if I go armor, I either go Thorn Mail, probably. So Nami also doesn't heal anymore. We get some healing from the Cho'Gath passive as well. Gone. I can also, like, if I really don't need armor, I'm gonna buy one armor item 100%, but I don't need more than that. I am just gonna go damage. Titanic Hydra is really fucking good on Mundo. And then, of course, our beautiful Overload's Blood Mail. All optional, but first 2 items I would just recommend to always go defensive, and then most of the time your third item is the biggest spike, and in most games you also need to go defensive. But the moment they can't kill you anymore, you just get strong and strong and strong, and that also what makes the champion so strong, right? I'm gonna go Swift March after my Spirit Visage, and it's completely unplayable for the enemies. Okay, I'm gonna go top side. This guy's dead. Nice. And now I'm gonna just invade the enemy chickens, walk through mid lane, and take the dragon. Oh, very simple. Take chicken McNuggets here. And now look at mid lane, there's action. That's the cool thing about Mundo. As here, I would need to think right now. As Belbeth, I need to think. As Mundo, it doesn't matter what I do. Okay. I walk in circles. I couldn't care less. I can ult, I can flash out. Okay. Dance. Right? Yeah, okay. I really gotta stop. I think this survivability tool Mundo has, like that you can walk so aggressively without being that scared, really also makes this champion a powerful pick in the jungle. I'm gonna slow the Garen here and finish the dragon. And I'm just gonna walk up and press E. There he is. Enemy bush. And now I could keep going for play, but I'm not. I'm just taking red buff into Krax into reset, right? Very simple here in this position. I'm getting, like, I'm gonna be so... Like, whenever I play a Mundo game, make a Mundo guide, explain stuff on Mundo, and I look at this gameplay, I insta get addicted. I mean it, I think I would play so much Mundo. Actually, why not? Why do I not just do it, right? Why just not? I want to play more Mundo. Why not, right? He's legitimately, for me, on the entire game of 100, let's say 1 billion champions, right? He's one of the most fun champions because his kit is so basic, right? You know I love basic kits. And you can get so much out of it. Okay. Bing! Clock in! Okay. Enemy red buff. We take that and then we want to reset, honestly, in this position. I have my jungle pet finished, so... Where's my boy Garen? I wanted to start the red buff immediately, because I'm not allowed to waste time. I'm the one in control. I'm just gonna ult instantly, even though I... Oh my god, my damage. Like, against Garen, I just want to ult early on, because there's a chance he silences me, and then has enough burst to kill me before I get my ult pop. And if I pop my ult early, then yeah, he can't play the game at all, right? Like, Because he will never get me low HP. I'm also gonna stay for enemy chicken McNuggets as you love. No, I love enemy chickens on respawn. I think maybe I killed this Syndra too. Like, this is getting pretty deep because I want to reset, but look at where Syndra stands, right? I'm not gonna give her allowance to do that. I walked straight through it. So stupid. Okay, I'm gonna play for Herod now. I could also get bot scuttle, but yeah, we're doing business real quick. Right, why not? On every champion I would just reset because it's more efficient, but we're just consuming everything with Dr. Mundo, right? I need to make an unranked to master series with Dr. Mundo. What do you guys think? Okay, now I need to get armor. This is very important. It can be anything, right? It can be Randuin's, depending on if he buys Crit the Draven and stuff. I think Deadman's Blade is looking very good here, specifically. Why? Because the enemies will not have enough damage to kill me anyways, right? Because I'm already so far ahead that going Deadman's Blade gives me just more movement speed, also with Swift March. So it just... I think the only thing that is really important is itemization correctly with Mundo. There are some options and a lot of things work, but in general, usually items once are way better and the other game they're way worse, right? And also the other way around. Here we take our camps because it's our strength, and then we just go Heraldo and we end the game. Beautiful. No, wait, we need to do the corporate style. Wait, I gotta do the corporate style first. Okay, so I'm really considering to do an unranked to master series with Dr. Mundo, corporate Mundo only every game. That would be fire! What do you think, guys? What do you think, chat? What do you think, chat? Okay. I think I'm just gonna now try to find it. Like, I'm just gonna not let the enemies play at all. Oh, wait, do I just walk straight towards the Syndra? It's happening. It's happening. Oi, 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 oi.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Oi, oi, oi. Okay, this is painful at this point, right? You can do that with almost no champion, but with Mundo, you can not only do it, but you kinda have to do it. Okay, let's end it. GG, we had our fun, we had our joy. I'm gonna give you guys another game, because you probably say, okay, this is too easy of a stump. But again, you gotta make it look like this. That's your duty as a jungler. Alright, so now I'm gonna give you even a harder game. We're done with this one. Let's give us all a bigger challenge. My healing is also insane, like 250. Spirit Visage as well. GG. Fantastic. Let's go. Alright guys, we are now in game number 2. Another beautiful Emeraldo game. Let's get it started. Again, of course, we gotta start the dance. Look at this, or look at his physique and from this angle. Look at his chest. C-Bum is envious at this point. Okay, let's get it started. So, against Graves, I'm just gonna play it very simple. Like again, this is Emeraldo ELO, and I'm gonna not make it complicated for you specifically, okay? I don't want you to start blue buff, okay? Just start red buff. It's better. Red buff into Crux and Chickens. It's straight up better, trust me, okay? You wanna... We don't wanna trade too much because enemies could get a numbers advantage play. So, the reason why you wanna start red buff, as you know, we always want to have Crux and Chickens because they give more XP and gold. The pathing legit doesn't matter. You can play for bot even though you path to top. So let's say you play for bot then, right? But I can't show it right now because the game is already here starting instantly. So let me show you on after my clear, okay? I will show you how to play for bot then even though you path to top. Now do the same trick as I did last game, remember? Perfection! I actually want my team to be inting. I hope they don't FF. I hope they don't remake. Oh, don't remake. They actually wanted to remake. What piggies, man. What piggies? They just give the Darius straight up the loss. I want this to be a big challenge. Like, I hope my team is gonna be hardcore griefing. As you hope your team is not, right? So I give you a big... So I want this to be the biggest challenge it can be, right? I'm also considering to not gank at all. Or if I gank tags a lot. Like, I want this to be hard. So you guys see... I really try to make this hard. But probably gonna end up an easy game again, as always. Okay. Normal clear so far. You see the timer we're in. Perfect timer. Always Q auto attack E. Don't do anything else than that. Q auto attack. Auto attack E. You always wait with the E until the auto attack is through. Actually, we just do the exact same as last game. I mean, we do have a good timer before Skeleton spawns because our clear is so quick, right? If he walks up on this cannon, he will be dead. You see? He will walk up for this, and then he's dead. That's exactly how you need to see when they are gonna go for that or not, okay? We probably won't kill him, actually. Actually, do we? Ah, Darius kills him. Does he survive it? He does. Like, was this a complicated gank? Was there anything you didn't understand? Like, you wait until the top banner goes forward for the minion. If you go earlier, then I think we just get his flash and we don't kill him, right? Now I need to be in time for the crux. And now look very carefully. How do I play for bot lane now? I think 900, 800, 400. I think I'm gonna bite this here. Okay, so look on the minimap now. I will show you. I can also full clear bot to top, then reset after scuttle. Then Crux bot lane gank or Chickens bot lane gank. You see, I always will find ways to gank bot lane. I can also only gank top lane after my full clear. I couldn't gank it before. Now I can say Crux into insta bot lane gank. You can still play for your bot laners, that's my point, even if you path to top. So the argument here is straight up wrong. The only way to path to bot side is if you need to be bot lane at a certain timer 100%. Like now, for example, this was worded. I probably won't get a successful gank out, but you already understand the idea, right? We're going Karma. Yeah, we're going her. That's not optimal, but it's exactly what I just explained. Happened in the game now. Boom. If it doesn't work out, you can still do. I will show you. You can still do Chickens, Crux, Ram, and then again reset and lane gank bot lane. Like, you can always still play for bot lane. The only reason to start blue buff here, which I do sometimes, right, is if you're scared the enemy jungler invades you at a certain camp, right, then you can switch it up. Or another argument would be you need to be bot lane 100%. Because enemy jungler will level 3 dive your bot lane, right? If you have an information like this, or if you play against an Elise or something where you're just very sure something like this happens, right? But again, this is very rare, and below diamond you don't need to play. Like, do you just see? I'm playing so many games below diamond ELO, and it always looks like this, right? I full clear. I start rep off in 90% of the games. I go for plays when there are plays existing. You see mid lane. That was something interesting. My eyes already noticed. Ah, there's a trade going on. Maybe Zundo drops below 50% HP. Interesting, right? I miss my Q. Okay, I don't think I kill him. I run out. See you, nerds. Oh. On the okay, we already got it. Darius is also a guy. Mordekaiser's not level 6, so I don't need to respect him. Oh, wait a second. I didn't have W. I thought I have W, but I don't. I bet. Oh, well played from the Darius. No, I actually don't want this. I made it again easy. Fuck. Okay, now you can... I think we can go scuttle into grubbies because we're level 6. Yeah, I didn't want this. Nah, it's we again 5-0 and every single lane is winning just because of that. Because we ganked top lane already successfully, we ganked bot lane successfully, we killed mid lane successfully, we already won every single lane, and we are very ahead in CS, and we have full control over every single objective. I didn't want this, okay? I tried to make this game hard. I should have not autopiloted into auto-winning the game again, right? That was my bad. Okay, after the grubbies, what are we gonna do next? Like, my goal is probably path through mid lane. Like, I will show you again. Not very hard, right? Let me first clear this one here with my combo. But we path through mid lane, and then we go chickens, wrap of Crux, and we give dragon. We don't need to fight dragon, because look at the minimap. We don't have control over the dragon area right now. So there's no reason to stupidly die for that. At the same time, I don't want this top lane play. Because Mordecai is now level 6, even though if it looks promising, I mean, it looks really promising when we could now after seeing that, but I don't want this. I want to get my camps because I have no timer, right? That's a little bit corporate tax. I mean, I don't know how to make this game hard now. I can try to go maybe on inting spree. Yeah, that's not gonna solve all your issues, right? I can gank bot lane and stuff, but I'm not gonna do that. I can easily gank bot lane and kill them now, but I have my heart seal, I have my power spike. It's not needed. Just gonna reset, get my top side camps, very chill maxing. We're gonna pull the wolves with our Q first.
Mundo influence people.
Nice. Now it's off cooldown, so we get more efficiency out of it. Auto attack, Q auto attack, EW. Okay, they die from the burn. Okay, now we know, like again, we are scaling, we are playing slowly for our late game. We know we are extremely strong in the late game. We out jungle the enemy jungler again. Why? Because, as you know, we are way better in jungling. Like, our jungle is one of the fastest in the game again. We are so fast at our clearing. Now we gank mid lane. Looks very promising. She walks up. I wait for my Q until she sidesteps it, and then I walk up. Ah! I didn't get my heart steal I forgot for 1 second that I have heart steal. I always want to get that, of course. Nice. 3 games in a row with solo laners, like, yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna reset by Boots of Swiftness and go enter bot side again, and then we can consider a bot lane dive as well. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna keep playing a lot and try to find games as well where I'm really struggling. I also have a consideration. You can let me know in the comments. I can also play a game where I'm legitimately running it down, have it going like 4 deaths, and hoping my team ins or something to show you how to play from behind specifically in a situation like that, right? There are some tips and tricks on how to play from behind then as well, how to recover. There's a lot of macro going on, which I would gladly share. But I hope already this kind of gameplay, like, try to really pick up Mundo yourself. It is so much fun, as you can see when I play him, right? It's so much fun. Pick him up for yourself and just try to copy paste every step I do. Like, if you're below, like, let's say you are Emerald and let's say you can't replicate this one-on-one in your games, in your gold games, right? It's completely fine, right? Gold ELO, the enemies, like, if you do exactly what I do here every game with the full can, then maybe go for play and just respect that you don't die, you should automatically climb out of gold, right? Just with that, right? It's important that you really, as I said, focus that you don't die. You wait for your scaling, respect that you're not that strong in ganking early on, but you will get really, really strong in the late game with second power spike is big. Third power spike is the biggest on Dr. Mundo. Absolutely insane. It's bigger than an ADC third item power spike. Yeah, we walk up on them. I already have Heartsteel and Swifty, so I don't care at all. I actually want to go enemy Crux here. Because why not? Like, what can his Graves do to stop me taking his Crux, right? I'll try to fight this. This guy actually deals damage. He's 0-4. That was probably too deep. I did not expect him to deal that much damage. I have my... Like, I can straight up fight anything. Oh! Okay, I didn't see the karma there. Okay, now this was too deep. So I should not have went for enemy Crux. That was too deep. because I don't have my second and third item spike. It's actually beautifully showcasing what I just explained. Like, you see, I am already really strong and scary. I'm actually scary. But I still have to be a little bit more patient. Means if I have Spirit Visage on that play, Mortar would deal 0 damage on me. And if I have Spirit Visage and, let's say, a third item, it's absolutely unplayable for the enemies. Okay. So, for your games, you try to get the objectives. You're also very good at taking objectives, right? With even numbers / slight numbers advantage. By the way, Mundo as well. Same with Skana. Fantastic champions to have even numbers fights. Like, the champions are so good for these situations, right? Ah, it gets a little bit more tricky now, this game. That's beautiful. Beautiful. You see, that's actually so typical for solo queue, by the way. Another big tip I can give you for your way, for improvement, okay? Remember the death I had. Deaths always, I don't know why it is. I think it's probably law of attraction, right? If I end up dying, it will also lead to more unfortunate things, let's say negative things applying in the game. You see, I died, Darius died, LeBlanc, everyone has exactly one death. There are various reasons why that happens, but I think one reason is legit law of attraction. We show the energy of dying ourselves, which leads to our team not respecting their health bar the same. Okay, that's a little bit too spiritual, I think, at this point, but I think you get my point. Like, I do think, and also, like, my main point is the game gets immediately hard just because of that, you know? Imagine I didn't die, now we're just going back to my camps. Grace would have only one kill, and it would be way, I'm gonna get my heartsteel stack here. Yo, the auto attack went to the base straight. Yo. This guy deals damage to me. Call his graveyard. I reset Ice Spirit. Now I have my second item. On my third item, the game is completely easy. So, I will say it again, okay? So it's very clear. The reason why my games get easy, the reason why your games sometimes get really hard, is legit just a matter of snowball. You see, this Graves almost killed me here. This is not a bad player. This is probably a pretty decent Emerald player. I'm playing an Emerald ELO, right? Probably pretty decent. He's not bad. But because I don't die, I don't have this one death, right? He will never be enabled, so we never see the true strength, the true scary part of this player. Okay, they're not just straight up ins here. And the moment I ended up dying, you see every one of my team died. So trust me if I say this, if I die one more time or two more times, which there's a chance you would, even though besides that you're playing really, really well. It will lead to your entire team inting, and then you will be again sitting in front of your PC. My team, I'm so beautiful. Like, actually, wait a second. How delusional is it actually to flame your team? Like, think about it. Like, are you really perfect without sin? Like, are you really actively thinking that? Do you really think you are perfect and your team is terrible? Like, it's like you're sitting... what is a good example for this? Like, it's just pure arrogance at this. Flaming your team is actually pure arrogance. It's like you saying, I'm better than you all. You're all shit. I'm perfect. I'm the definition of perfect. And your entire team is garbage? Like, what are you saying, brother? If I read this one more time, yeah, Sinerias, I understand. You always get fortunate teammates. But when I play, my team starts to run it down. I'm gonna say it one more time, and then I'm not gonna repeat it in this entire game here again, okay? So it's very clear. You are the absolute only reason why your games are looking difficult. Not your team. If your team goes 0-30, but how can I win if my team goes 0-30? You don't. And you don't need to win this. You don't need to win 100% of your games like I do, right? But you can at least win 60%, 80%. if you're really fucking good 85% games of your games. And then 15% your team goes 0-30. But if you now come up to me and say, yeah, but my team is 0-30 every game. How arrogant are you? Why are you lying in front of me? First you're sinning by playing like a full garbage moron, and then you are sinning by lying towards me, straight into my face. Like, you have the audacity to come to my YouTube channel and tell me, yeah, my team is bad every single game. Just because you lost 2 games in a row after your 10 games winning streak. My friend, man. Okay, calm down, Sinerias. Okay. So, misfortune is that we do not put our Herald. We QE this, we chill. You see, I don't care about this because our goal is to get the wave here and then we disengage. Maybe I get a Heartsteel stack here and there. Hehehe. Okay, nothing is seeing. Okay, just go back. Completely fine. I got 2 dragons. I'm gonna make sure I get the next dragon. You see, I'm again, like, I could be 10 CS per minute right now. I decided not to for your guys' sake, so I can help you, right? If you did take dragon and bot side camps and then reset and take top side camps and you're close to your 3rd item, yeah, trust me, the game will be playing by itself. And then you say, guys, respect my clear. Oh, yeah. Okay, I will show you. Wait before making a play. Play slow before dying. Yeah, I don't think they're listening to me at this point. Keck W. But I couldn't care less. I know my strength. I'm very confident that I will carry this absolutely independently without being a little crybaby complaining. Yeah, it's GG. It's straight up. Like, I will be such a big monster. 117 armor, 110 magic resist. But what you gotta do is you gotta look at how I clear, right? And copy paste that as much as you can. Because you see, when I use my Qs at stuff, that's what you gotta copy paste for sure, right? We're gonna take mid lane CS. Why? Look on the minimap. We wanna get control here. With that control, we can decide whether we wanna push forward or not, because with the control, we're getting more pressure on the map. With more pressure, we can take more resources on the map. You see enemy bot side camps. I would not be able to take that without the bot mid lane priority, because now the Grace does not know where I'm going, because I could also walk towards Atakan, right? He has no idea. He's gonna go to his wolves, and now we can decide, do we want to fight him on his wolves or do we not? I think right now we don't, because our goal is to just get Grump and then get out, right? And the Grace is straight up just getting wolves, so he's also starving in XP now. Now I'm 3 levels ahead of him because of that, right? Just be careful that I don't get collapsed on, but I'm Mundo. I couldn't care less. Just gonna reset now, get my 3rd item, and now we play Atakan. And after Atakan, we take the remaining T2s, and game is easy. Higher game is easy. Okay. Now I'm 16 with 3 items, and now I have my biggest spike on Mundo. But I need my team for Atakan. I can't just take it solo. I'm gonna try. I wonder how fast I kill this. My Q is 300. I mean, I'm not even that slow on it, right? Every auto attack is 120. Combo is like 1k. Yeah, it's not even that slow on it. I expected it to be worse. Like, I deal decent damage. Grace is here too. Getting insane XP. And now I'm just gonna siege with my Herald. Like, now I'll show you the true strength of Mundo scaling, okay? That didn't deal damage to me. I'm gonna go. Look what I do. Look what I do. I go for bot lane T2. So I kind of trick the enemies right now. Got my Heartsteel sec on this. Okay. My damage on the tower. Briefcase onto the inhib. Even Varmox would be spicy this game. We're just gonna focus on taking towers because that's again my champion specific strength, right? The fight here itself, chasing them down, Mundo's not strong. But Mundo is strong at stat checking them and fighting them, right? Like fighting them, but they run away. That's why I don't fight them. I chase them, and I'm not good at chasing in that sense because it's so far in the enemy tower, right? But just push it because I'm good at that. Get my hard steel stack here. I want more hard steel stacks. Holy shit! I don't get any damage. I can't. Okay, what do I buy next? I think I'm gonna go, actually, the best item here is Overload. Overload, Titanic Hydra. Overload, this is insane. If I get those two items, enemies are gonna explode. Because you see that they don't kill me anymore. So if I get those two items, then I will just completely destroy them, right? Absolutely. I'm back at 10 CS per minute. Casually, let's go. But Mundo's really good at having 10 CS per minute. So if you don't have 10 CS per minute, that's also another reason you're stuck, right? Where you can improve on, where I will try my best to help you. Because again, you see how fast I clear all these camps, right? What do you think? Which mistake did the Graves do here? He just straight up cannot contest it. That's it. It's that simple. I'm honestly gonna go to enemy jungle. I either go Titanic or Overload. I'm not so sure myself what is better. I mean, I have 4.5k HP. I have 350 hard steel stack. I think it's better to just go. I'm gonna go Overload. I think on my main account, if I was playing Mundo right now, I would go Titanic because I'm confident on Titanic. But I'm gonna try that now. How much damage I'm gonna deal? I need 300 more gold. After Baron, I have it. Nice. So you see how good the blue jungle evolution pet is also. It's insane. Okay. So I have 280 attack damage. Boom. 380. Wait, it gives me more damage than infinity. Crazy. How much damage do I deal now to this? 1k with my E. Wow. 1.13k with one ability, and I'm 5k HP with 170 armor. One combo is 2k damage. I need to really go into enemy base now, not farm. I need to see how much damage I will deal. Okay. And now it's completely. Look at the minions, the enemies. I need to walk up on them straight. I don't care. Ta-da! Hello! Okay, I hope this helped. I'm looking forward to the next Mundo games. Let me know in the comments if you want to see an unranked to master series of Mundo. Let me also know if you want me to do this kind of idea with 4 first deaths, even though I'm not sure if this is even legal. Now, with that, I wish you a wonderful, beautiful day. You're handsome, and I wish you the absolute best. Somebody has to say it. Take care, guys. Goodbye.